talent is all over this field, especially at the wideout position, where we've seen these two guys put up big days as expected.
Yeah, we were expecting them to do well today, and they have. There are so many awesome receivers in the NFL now, but there's no doubt. These two guys, they're two of the best.
First down at the 29. That ball has been picked off. Running room. The ball is jarred loose. The offense was able to recover the ball. Were you ever in a game, Phil, where nothing worked all the way to the fourth quarter, and even at that point still giving the football away on fumbles?
Well, unfortunately, Jim, I was involved in some of those games, and I was the main culprit in some of those bad situations. But if I was the coach, and here's what you got to think. When your team plays this way, you got to think about making some changes. That's what you do. Breathe some new life. Get somebody in there to give this team maybe a little more enthusiasm when they play.
As we see the stats now, you really like what both guys have been able to do at wideout today, Phil.
Yeah, they have been spectacular out there on the field. The numbers are awesome. This league, once again, we know it's about the pass, and we saw it here today.
They'll run it here. Gore, left side. They're going to the hurry. Second and goal from the 3. The blowout continues. Another touchdown. And that just adds to what was already going to be a lopsided victory.
Well, you and I have done a few lopsided wins, but this one will be right at the top of the list and right from the very start. You know, we heard it from the coaches. They had a lot of confidence in their team today, and boy, their team came out. They were sharp and they got it done.
The Colts in position. They're going to go with the onside kick. And a flag comes out. And he is brought down at the 39.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Well, the flag is out. That football did not travel 10 yards on the onside kick, and the officials saw it. The line of scrimmage is the 38-yard line. Two tight ends on the field here. Jennings out there to receive the screen pass.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Manning's completion percentage, 40% on the day. Beckham is tackled down after a gain of 2. The catches have come in bunches for this wide receiver, Phil.
Good job by this wideout today. He is finding a way to catch the football, but let's also give credit to the offensive line for pass protection and the coaching staff. They have done a tremendous job of coming up with different plays to find different ways for him to catch the football.
The Giants will take the snap from the 35. Donnell with the reception. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Good job by the defense, staying in the right spots. They give up the short pass, they make the tackle, and now we have 4th down coming up.
Finds his mark. Two minutes to go in the second half. Back now in this one, and time is running out here in the 4th quarter. For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends. He'll throw it over the middle. Gains 16. That's his 3rd catch of the day.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
First and goal. Throws the pass. And it's batted down.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback, you make a quick break on the football, hey, you get in a position like this, you can knock it down.
Second and goal from the 10-yard line.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with the pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Third and goal from the 10. Makes the grab. Touchdown. A late touchdown in this blowout, and you wonder, well, why didn't they play like that at the start?
Well, listen, they were trying to, but they're just not as good as the other team, especially on this day, and that's why they struggled all day long and had a tough time. And finally, the defense let up a little, and they gave them a mercy touchdown there at the end of the game.
The hit knocks the ball out incomplete. They failed to convert on the two-point try, so they'll just have to settle for the 6. Bray's got a chance for a return. He's brought to a halt and a run back of about 16. The Colts head back onto the field with their offense. We're going to see if they can keep the scoring onslaught going as we've seen touchdowns on consecutive possessions here, Phil.
Jim, these teams are so hot. And when you're hot like this on the offensive side, you just look at the coach and say, keep sending them in because we're going to make it work. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Incomplete as he was looking short. It's now second down. Luck's lined up. 2 tight ends set. Out wide to Hilton.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score. We know what they're going to do. They're not going to try to run the score up here, but they're also going to protect themselves, so they're going to run the play and try to block you. It's up to the defense to stop them.
Luck, handoff. And this won't even get back to the line. They'll end up losing one. Time continues to tick away as they'll rush back to the line. Third and goal from the 4. Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. My goodness, Phil, there's certainly not a whole lot of sportsmanship down on the field right now.
Yeah, this is getting to a point where even I'm starting to feel bad for the losing team, and maybe it is time to call off the proverbial dog and let this game just finish a little bit more mercifully.
Taking the handoff. So put down a touchdown and a 2-point conversion on that occasion.
Yeah, good job by the offense. They executed the play perfectly, and they got in the end zone, like you said, and got that 2 points.
The Colts in position. They're going to go with the onside kick. Signals made, and the onside kick works to perfection this time. The Giants call a timeout and are left now with only one. First and 10. Hilton's the receiver on the screen. Going to go to the hurry up with under a minute to play. Looking long. Jumps up and hauls it in. A timeout charge to the offensive unit.
Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
First down on the way. Luck's got two tight ends on the field for this snap. And they score again here to pad the lead. That could be construed as running up the score, Phil. This game was already in the bag.
Well, Jim, it could be construed. You got to try a little harder or the score will get run up on you. How about that? You know, you are allowed to stop them on the defensive side, and you got to put some effort into it and some heart, and we've seen neither.
You talk about momentum. That turns into an 8-point trip, the touchdown and the two.
This offense and the head coach and the offensive coordinator, they're all aggressive. So, hey, well, it's not good enough just to get a touchdown. They want to get that extra point or 2 points. Nice job that time.
Illegal touching. Offense.
You try the onside kick, and you've got to make sure, first off, that the ball travels 10 yards. That's a penalty.
Hey, you know what you say to the kicker here in this situation if you're the coach? You count to 10. That's how far it's got to go, son. Get the ball 10 yards.
And this will probably wrap things up here. Reaches up high for it, and he's got the catch. Phil, before we go, how about this win? How much will this one count?
You know, Jim, all wins are nice. This one was done easy. You didn't have to sweat too much over it. You feel good, and you just